Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Dre,
Dre, how old are you?
I'm 29.
You enter a different threshold at 30. Everybody can say it. I'm sorry. But you look great.
And what do you do?
I'm a lead ramp agent for the airport.
My name is Brittany. I'm 28. I work for American Airlines as a reservation agent.
32, and I'm a flight attendant for the largest airline.
Shiloh, 27. I am a general manager for a flooring company, and I also run a social media business on the side.
I'm 27 and I work in logistics and dispatch.
Shannon, 27, and I am brand ambassador, bartender, and what was I saying earlier? Supervisor, sorry. And I also substitute teach on the side.
Nice. What are some things you like to do for fun?
For fun, I like to, play video games.
How long do you play video games? Is this like all day or every day?
I like to, I don't really work out, things like that.
Okay. Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
Something I look for a woman is more like communication.
So now, why did we end up popping hers?
You made me. Just being open to try new things. I'm like a real, big on honesty
I was just letting him speak. He's not my typical type.
and loyalty and things like that. So
Was going to pop it because you're necessarily not my type.
Okay. Now, what are some deal breakers?
it was really just the bartender thing. Like, I'm trying to stay away from the club as much as possible. Probably no kids because I don't have kids yet. No smoking. I don't really smoke or nothing like that. Just not partying too much. I'm trying to stay away from the club as much as possible.
Okay.
I don't mind partying and stuff like that. Everybody gotta have a good time. I'm trying to stay away from the club as much as possible.
Yeah.
Believe in, living life, YOLO. So yeah.
So is Shiloh someone that's your type?
Yeah, she definitely pretty, I like dark skinned girls too, so
Thank you.
but she's sticking up for the next person. That kind of just threw me off a little bit.
I mean, I'm a girl's. Can't help it.
Let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Dre,
Dre, how old are you?
I'm 29.
And what do you do?
I'm a lead ramp agent for the airport aviation department.
Nice. What are some things you like to do for fun?
For fun, I like to, play video games. I like to, I don't really work out, things like that.
Okay. Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
Something I look for a woman is more like communication, just being open to try new things, I'm like a real, big on honesty and loyalty and things like that. So
Okay. Now, what are some deal breakers?
deal breakers, probably no kids because I don't have kids yet. No smoking. I don't really smoke or nothing like that. Just not partying too much.
Okay.
I don't mind partying and stuff like that. Everybody gotta have a good time.
Yeah.
Believe in, living life, YOLO. So yeah.
YOLO. Okay. All right. So we don't have any pop balloons.
Okay.
So I'm going to switch it on over to you. Let me hand you this pig.
Okay.
Here you go. And I'm going to have you pop.
Wow, he's actually off to a good start. I'm actually impressed. As shallow as most women usually are, they usually pop within the first 5 seconds. So yo, him being standing here with all them women and the balloons still up, that tells you something, man. It must be the role, his job, the ramp agent thing. It's probably what's getting them hooked,
2 balloons based off of whoever's not really your type, whatever it is. Go ahead and pop those 2.
Walk down.
Yeah, you
Okay.
take a look. I know there's a lot of them there. Okay, and one more. Okay, let's start over here with your name and age.
I'm Keela. I'm 26.
And Keela, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
Looks good. I wanted to hear more. Yeah.
Got it. So now why did we end up popping hers?
You made me.
I love it. I love how he shifts blames on the host. Because in all reality, yeah, the host did make him pop it. But I mean, the decision was his on who he was going to pop, right? So can't really blame her, man.
Yeah. But
Nah, it was
why?
nothing. She looks beautiful. Nothing against her. You just made me pop too. I just felt like she's probably.
Okay.
It was nothing.
So out of all these ladies, you picked 2, but you don't know why.
No, I picked. Nah, I didn't have nothing against her.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
This guy's playing, bruh. He knows exactly why he popped on her. She was the least attractive in his eye, my guy. Say the truth. Come on.
Nah, she's pretty. I love her smile.
Yes, thank you.
Nothing against her.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go over here. Your name and age and why you had your balloon unpopped.
Tyra, 31. I was just letting him speak. He's not
my typical type.
What? Come again? Sorry, come again? Sorry, come again? I was just letting him speak. He's not my type, but I kept my balloon up. How does that add up? This girl must be high. There's no way. There's no way. She lying on the spot. We all know. She was really into him, but he popped on her, so her ego bruised, you know?
Okay. Got it. All right, we need a real response here. Okay.
Hold up. What in the host called her out on her BS? Like, it don't make sense, because we all know there's no way she just let him speak and kept her balloon up without having any sort of interest in him. That don't make no sense, because, I mean, you could still listen to him speak with your balloon popped. You know what I'm saying? Why is the host calling out my dude here on his response and not calling her out on her BS?
I'm not too much into light skin like that, like, you know, but I didn't know if she was kind of like mixed or something, but that's it. There was nothing else about that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's head on back. Okay, so we do have 5 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
What do y'all do for work?
Okay.
Let's start off with.
All right. Name and age and what do you do for work?
My name is Brittany. I'm 28. I work for American Airlines as a reservation agent.
All right. Your name and age and what do you do?
Hi, I'm Angelique. I'm 32, and I'm a flight attendant for the largest airline.
Even though my accent was the.
What, you mind if I? What did you say?
You said the largest one? Okay.
American
no, we
Airlines.
We good. We good. Okay.
Over here, your name and age and what do you do?
Shiloh, 27. I am a general manager for a flooring company, and I also run a social media business on the side.
I don't know, that social media business sounding more like OnlyFans. Not gonna lie, a lot of women ain't gonna tell you what they do straight up, but you already know a lot of women are in that OnlyFans profession. So I mean, social media business, way vague, but we can only guess, right?
Name and age and what do you do?
Hi, I'm Mercedes. I'm 27 and I work in logistics and dispatch.
Your name and age and what do you do?
Shannon, 27, and I am brand ambassador, bartender, and what was I saying earlier? Supervisor, sorry. And I also substitute teach on the side. So there's a lot going on, a lot to say.
I like that.
All right. So it is time to pop a balloon.
Pop one.
Yes, sir. Actually, no, pop 2.
Pop two.
Yeah, 5 is a lot.
I got you.
Okay. One more. All right, let's head down over here. Let's start with you first. So, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I was going to pop it because you're necessarily not my type, but I did just listen to like what you had to say. I didn't want to like just rule you out right away because that's not how I usually go for men anyway. So.
I was going to pop it. This sounds like the other girl's response. That other girl was like, I wasn't really interested in him. I just wanted to hear him speak. She pulling the same BS, you know. It's okay to be upfront and to say why, you know, you added up. You found him somewhat charming, somewhat interesting. Like, for a man to capture your attention for at least 2 seconds, he gotta be your type somewhat, or you gotta see something you like within him, right?
So, it is what it is.
So, it makes him not really your usual type.
I would say the outfit, it's not really what, if I were somewhere, I wouldn't necessarily approach him. That's all. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So the outfit is not doing it for you, but yet when he stepped in, the first 2 seconds, you didn't pop the balloon. So it means the outfit wasn't really a big deal. Like, it might have been something that annoyed you or something that stood out to you that you didn't really like, but it was not enough for you to, you know, disqualify him. But now, it seems like you're using that as a reason as to why he's not your type, which don't even make sense because you had that balloon standing the whole time.
All right, and now, why did you end up popping hers?
It was really just the bartender thing. Like, I'm trying to stay away from the club as much as possible. I work 6 days a week, you know, so, you know.
It's not a mini golf place. It's not a real bar like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was the only thing. But other than that, I liked her career choice, you know, substitute teaching, all that. You know, I feel like she got a lot of stuff going on, so very respectable of that, you know, so.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so why did you have your balloon unpopped?
Same thing. Just want to hear him out, and it do look like he works out, so.
Okay, got it. And why did we end up popping hers?
I Honestly, I didn't really have nothing against it. I think it was really her name.
Bruh. He on the wrong for this as well. How are you gonna pop on her because of her name? Nothing else, just her name, Mercedes. And it's the luxurious car out there, high brand car. What if it was a Honda? Would you keep her? What if her name was Toyota? Eh? Would you still keep her? What if it was like a Subaru or something? Damn, my guy got a thing against Mercedes.
Mercedes. I don't really like Mercedes,
Okay.
but she's very pretty, you know. So, but outside of that, it wasn't nothing. I like everything she said.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mercedes. All right. We got a pop balloon over here. Why did we end up popping?
Because I want my push present to be a GLE. So I like Mercedes, and my husband, I want that. And you don't like it, so I don't know. And you judging her by her name, so I don't know. I don't like that. Yeah.
She's pretty. Her name was Mercedes.
I get it.
That's
I
a
get
fancy
it.
car. So
And I want a Mercedes. So, like, how would you feel if I'm like, a year from now, I'm like, I want to trade in my Kia for a Mercedes?
Yo, you know what? She has a point. She's been BSing this whole time though, but she got a point here. My guy popped on the most unreasonable thing ever, like Mercedes. So what happens if like your girl is driving a Mercedes? Like that's it? You're gonna boot her out of the house? You're gonna be like, yo, take your Mercedes, get the hell out of here. Yo, I feel like Mercedes gotta have done him dirty, bro. He probably bought a Mercedes. He probably got like engine blown out in the middle of the highway, and ever since then he had a thing against Mercedes.
Like, you're going to be like, I don't like Mercedes, and I don't want to hear it.
it would come. That would happen.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to hear it because now I feel like you're trying to, like, deter me from my decision, and I don't like that.
I respect the honesty, you know, but
So is Shiloh someone that's your type?
yeah, she definitely pretty, you know. I like dark-skinned girls too, so
Thank you.
you know, but she's sticking up for the next person. That kind of just threw me off a little bit.
I mean, I'm a girl's. Can't help it.
I respect it.
But you know what? I actually like the point where he's like, she's sticking out for the next girl. It's like, girl, you're on a competition here. You're trying to find the love of your life. If he popped on the other girl because of her name, why the hell does that affect you? You know, it don't make sense. Because at the end of the day, you're looking for a man for you, not a man for your girl. If you're trying to wing up your girl and you're vetting all the dudes, and the dude all of a sudden said something out of pocket like this because of her name, then yeah, it makes sense for you to say like, you know, I'm a stick up for my girl, I'm a girl's girl, all this, right? But you are in the room trying to find the love of your life, or so I hope that's what it is. I mean, it kind of seems like you're here for clout, to be honest, but if you're here to find a match, it shouldn't really matter what he says to the other girls, as long as he's not disrespectful and it's not really offending all the women. Like he does not say something rude about women that also you can take offense to, right? If he popped on her because of her name, that has nothing to do with you. You have a different name. You're here for a different purpose too. You're here for love. So I mean, it kind of makes your chances of ending up with him even better.
Definitely respect it.
Thank you. Okay, so we have 2 ladies left. Let's ask them another question.
So they both was into the airport department like me, so I could kind of say like, what brought y'all to the airport field?
How much of a coincidence is this? These 2 women that are only left, they both work at the airport for the same company. Wow, that's crazy. How did that end up like this? Do they know each other? Are they friends? I feel like they gotta know each other.
Or is it just something random?
Okay. Start here.
Well, I always wanted to travel the world, so I became in the airline industry as a flight attendant first, and that was about 4 or 5 years ago, because I really wanted to travel the world and just connect with different people, different backgrounds, and just go wherever, get the benefits.
All right. No, don't forget, he says he's 29. Don't want you to hang on and then you pop last minute
I
again.
love this part because last time this girl automatically held her balloon till the last point and she popped on the last dude because she's like, I'm 30, whatever, 30, 32, and she's like, you're 28, we can't be together. He said right now he's 29. So I love how the host is putting her right there on the spot. You can't be popping on the age last minute, you know?
All right. So, okay, go ahead. Answer his question.
It was honestly my mom's idea. I was leaving Houston and didn't know what to do next you know, and she was like, why don't you apply to be a flight attendant? And I'm like, who would want to do that? And 8.5 years later, I'm still here because it goes with my lifestyle. I don't believe in living every day or the same day twice. And 9 to 5s just did not work for me. That's what I was leaving. So here I am doing what I can do. Her. But.
Oh, you okay?
Because you were right. And I did think about it. It is the age. I hate it. I know. I'm sorry. But I thought about it.
Yo, this girl is actually annoying. Please boot her out of the show. She gotta go. She gotta go. She be popping on the age. Like, I mean, if age is such a big factor for you, the moment a guy walks in, you can ask the age, right? I mean, we don't even have to ask the age because they ask them guys how old they are and what they do, right? So the moment you hear 29, you hear 28, you hear whatever, you pop. Why the hell are you keeping your balloon up till the last second? Like, this is what I'm saying, man. These women here, I don't think they're here for the right reasons. They ain't here for the right reason whatsoever, man. Like, how you gonna keep your balloon all the way to the end and pop on the most basic thing, like age? You heard about his age the moment he walked in, but you decided to keep it.
While listening. And
So how come you didn't pop when he first came out
Exactly. Tell him, girl, tell her.
and said his age, 29?
because like I said about the other guy, I don't want to block my blessing because of age. And had it not played back in my head while listening to you speak to other people, then I probably wouldn't have popped it. But because I know that it's sitting there, then that means it's time for me to pop.
Yeah, come on. This explanation is the most BS thing I've heard. You don't want to pop because you don't want to disrupt him and you don't want to interrupt your blessings, whatever. But yet, in the end, you're still going to pop regardless because the age is a huge thing to you. I mean, why would you let it play out a second time? The first time, sure, you can give yourself the whatever benefit of the doubt. Second time, come on, you heard the age right off the bat. Pop it if you don't align with it, right? So now, all of a sudden, I think it's a bigger reason than that. I don't really think the age is a thing. I just think there's something bigger than that. She's probably looking for the biggest fish out there.
I got to listen to my gut. You know, being a Christian, Holy Spirit is filling you. So that's what's guiding me.
You
That's
said
it.
how
No,
old was you again? If you
I'm
don't mind me-
32.
32, okay.
So I'm sorry. You enter a different threshold at 30. Everybody can say it. I'm sorry. And I just couldn't. I'm sorry. But you look great.
Appreciate it.
The little, but you look great. It's such a roast. Imagine a girl saying all this and then in the end she's like, but you look great. Like, what's that supposed to do? Thank you. Appreciate that. Like, that's going to do anything.
All right, so Brittany, any questions for him?
I actually have 2 questions. So you mentioned video games. How long do you play video games? Is this like all day or every day?
I play when I get off work, so like an hour tops.
Okay. And my second question, am I your type? Like, if we was to match right now, are you going to regret picking me?
I wouldn't regret picking you. I feel like, you know, like you got to learn.
I got to what?
You got to get to learn and know somebody, you know, so I'm big on that. Like, introduction is everything, you know, so I'm big on introduction.
Okay.
She also did a great job vetting him, and she brought up really important points, right? Like, you don't want to be leaving with your match and you weren't his type, or, you know, he's not your type, or, you know, you guys just leave for the sake of leaving with somebody, right? I like it. I like what she asked. And about the video game thing, I actually thought a lot of women would have popped on him based on that, like him playing his little video games. But it seemed like that wasn't an issue with all these women. Like, this woman, the one before her, her biggest concern was his age, not even the video games part. She has no problems with the video games. So that tells me you could be like 35, 40, 50 and playing video games 20 hours a day. That's all cool with her. That's no issue.
All right, let me have you scoot on that way, Brittany. Come on up here. Come on up. All right, y'all. Any final questions?
I do. You sure? You sure about me? Am I attractive to you?
You're very
sure?
attractive. Yes.
Okay, because I just don't want to go through this again for the second time. I don't want nobody to waste my time. So, you sure?
He's very
Sure,
attractive.
Brittany, don't you worry.
Okay.
Very attractive.
Okay. All right. Well, then my final question, is it a yes for you for him?
It's a yes, yeah.
Okay. And is it a yes for you for her?
Yes.
We got a match!
I guess that's that, man. To be honest, man, poor girl, I feel for her. She's not confident in herself. You know, she kept on asking, you sure I'm your type? You know, oh my goodness, bro. It actually don't look like my guy's sure about it, right? Like, he doesn't look as excited, man. I feel like he might have wanted the girl before her, or the other girl who wanted to buy a Mercedes or something. I don't know, man. I'm getting the vibe. This was not his first pick, you know. He don't seem as excited, man, and she feels it. She knows, her intuition, her gut's telling her. That's why it's prompting her to keep asking, are you sure about me? Are you 100% sure? But man, I hope they grow into each other, man. I hope they actually last. I hope it goes well. Yeah, to be honest, seems like her mind's on the right place. She got a career, you know, so I think they would connect well. Let me know what you guys thought about this, guys. That's it. That's the video. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. All right, like, subscribe, comment. Peace.